today our chief guest. Not only he has spoken about me, but he has so nicely talked, about character and so many other wise virtues, are lacking in our midst. I know his concerns, he's always like a person, who is on the watch against the forces, of evil and the route that our Go especially is taking. So we hope that together with him, we will be able to help in the growth of our society. I am really honored to have been named an Honorary Fellow of the American Society of Echocardiography. One of only 30 people worldwide, and just the third Indian to receive this recognition. But this is not just about titles. It is about a lifelong commitment to diagnostic cardiac ultrasound, and to the patients and colleagues who have supported me through the years. I have never worked for personal gain. What drives me even today is the joy of learning, the privilege of healing, and the quiet satisfaction of service that is well rendered. To be recognized for that, even at this stage of life, means more than all I can say. A heartfelt thank you to my teachers for their unwavering encouragement of my efforts. Thank you also to everyone, my friends here, those who are always together with me in the Saturday Club. Thanks for putting up this function. I am extremely touched, and I feel I don't deserve. But nevertheless, you have done a very good thing, It's a gift, like that I will treasure forever like gold. Finally, heartfelt thanks to my teachers for their unwavering encouragement, and to everyone who has reached out with messages, calls, and even generous words. Your support has truly moved me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Once again, I thank Dr. Ferdino Rebello, Honorable Chief Justice, for all that he has said. I am a great admirer of him. Although we hardly meet, I know that you are a man, of pristine qualities. Thank you very much for coming all the way to honor us, to grace this function, and to give us quite a bit of advice. Thank you very much.
Civil society still has individuals who hold a lighted candle in this darkness, spreading the light so that others can see and step forward. We follow such individuals because they rise above others. In my own time, I have seen people like Jayaprakash Narayan calling on the youth to fight against the emergency. Why did people follow him? Because he had no motive. They trusted him and believed in him because he had love for democracy and its institutions. Anna Hazare, a simple man, became the conscious keeper of the nation in fight against corruption. It's a different story that many of whom who were with him, the integrity itself is questioned today. Mahatma Gandhi, who led the nation to freedom by developing the tool of satyagraha, a non-violent approach. Mother Saint Teresa, who worked tirelessly for the poor and the sick in slums and impoverished neighborhoods, not only in the country but globally. I have quoted or singled out some of these individuals to point out that a society still has leaders who are committed to values which sets them apart from others. All across Goa, there are individuals who have such moral fiber and are willing to stand for the truth, speak the truth as they perceive it, irrespective of the fallout. These are the men and women we must look to if we are going to move ahead as a society which believes in core values of honesty, integrity, and dedication to service. Recently, I spoke at a symposium asking as to why our youth are silent. A father asked me an honest question: what will happen to their future? I paused and told him, look at us. We have also fought for causes and still made it in our professions. Are these not examples to follow? I paused the question to him. Whether he has followed it or not, I do not know. We stand today at crossroads in our history. All of us are asking and posing the same question: what is happening to this Mandapalli going? This perhaps may not be the forum to fully debate the issue. After darkness of the night comes dawn, slowly lighting the sky, and the sun rises, spreading warmth, and with it a new day. Hope is kindled that all is not lost, as we have individuals like Dr. Colaco who can make the difference to help restore moral values in our society. Sometimes back out of sheer frustration, looking at what is happening to our society, I had expressed as to how our society has become so degenerate. It was an anguish cry to speak out and be heard and to stir our collective conscience if possible. I have been honored to have been asked to be present at his function and honored one of our gems in our lifetime. May he inspire others to achieve higher heights in their professions that they have chosen, from the humble mason to the intellectuals. May he, by the moral courage he demonstrates, awaken our youth. We can't act like the three monkeys. I will not see, I will not hear, I will not speak. Speak we must after hearing and seeing what is going around us. Let us not be divided by narrow sectarian concepts of religion, caste, outsiders and insiders. This is our hope. We have to build, rebuild and maintain it so that it stands sturdy to withstand any storm. Remember the wise words of the Mahatma: let the cultural winds of all nations blow through my windows, but I will not be blown off my feet. I have not spoken of his love for music. I have left it to others so that someday I can dance to that music. Music makes you feel good. Music inspires. Let his remaining journey be full of memories of what he has achieved and what he has still to achieve with his family and friends around him. I am deeply honored that I was given this opportunity to felicitate a fellow Goan, a fellow Indian, and a citizen of the world, Soglyang Dev Barenko.
Not that he was free today. He had to cancel his flight. His arbitration is fixed tomorrow. Thank you for not saying no a second time. I must admit that I did not have the courtesy of asking him what time I should pick him up. I got a message that I am leaving at 5:15 today. I knew that such niceties were not with him. Now to introduce Ferdin or Justice Rebello to this Margaon audience, again, is a arduous task. But then these formalities need to be done. As a young activist and a young lawyer, he took to trade unionism in times when movement were at its peak. And the anti-emergency movement brought him to the Vidhan Sabha from EVC, then called the Kunkaling constituency. If I am not mistaken, he also ran for the Lok Sabha. Did not make it. But immediately went back to practice, had a roaring and successful practice, became the president of the Goa High Court Bar Association, was designated senior advocate and elevated to the Bombay High Court in 1996. Retired as a Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court in 2012. He was there during very difficult period. Very few judges make footprints in their sense of time. Justice Rebello is one of them. A very respected Bombay High Court judge, because the Bombay Bar respects him very well. And after retirement, to my mind, he is looked upon as a jurist. After retirement, he has not taken any government assignment, but is a very busy arbitrator in Bombay, probably making up for what he has lost when he became the judge. But Goa is close to his heart. Now he is here almost 7 days a month, and his endeavor looks like save what is left of Goa. I think that is Rebello for us. I request.
Say, from the time that we have grown up, the time we've been growing up, I think the one thing that has been completely consistent in our lives is our father waking up early, going to the clinic, coming back for an afternoon nap, going to the clinic. Come rain, come shine, come party, come sickness, come health, he is at the clinic. And he is so good at his work that, the thing is, like, most of us like shy away from difficulties, but he thrives on complicated cases and complex cases. He will follow up, he will call other doctors, he will call up patients, and this has been something that we've seen throughout. So this work ethic is something that, unfortunately, Annabelle and I are a bit lazy, so we have not managed to completely inculcate, but the things, I think his intelligence, his photographic memory, these are things that, all of which make him an exceptional medical professional. I remember, during COVID, like we had gone to Apollo actually to get the vaccine, and we were at the back of the line, and then suddenly a doctor saw my dad and she's like, Dr. Colaco, like, please come to the front, please. She said, you know what? She said, your father diagnosed my son when he was like 4, and for me he's like a god. And this is, I mean, it is, I'm sure a lot of doctors hear this, but it is a tremendous thing and also so humbling, you know, that you can kind of bring this kind of change in people's lives. And this is something I think that we have been hearing all our life, really. And you may ask, what did he get with this? Because he is not really very money minded, like in terms of like making profits or being a great investor. He is not. But I think the goodwill that he has gathered is immense. And it is so funny because we feel it even as his children. Like if we just walk out somewhere, you know, someone will be like, oh, how's daddy, how's this thing, and they will give us free things, they will give us things that we don't deserve because of what he has done and the name that he has built for himself, you know. And I mean, and it's the same, like, you know, with his and I mean, you can see it today with his friends also, that he has built, the goodwill that he has garnered to actually have this event. So I think, you know, as Cleo said, you may, I mean, partially said, and I will build on it, like you may agree or disagree with his politics, you may agree or disagree with his views, but one thing you cannot disagree with at all is that he is the most excellent medical professional. And if there is one person who deserves this, you know, very rare privilege, it is definitely him, without a doubt. And I'm really proud to have him as my father. So thank you all so much for coming, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
तुम्ही पळयतात गोंयकारपण, गोंयकारांचो गोंयकारा खातीर.